Hello, Divine Soul Tribe. I'm back again with a message and reading. And today's title is Crimea River. Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. Is it too late? To be honest, it's looking like, and this is just what I've been picking up from private readings, it is too late for some of these masculines, most of these masculines, as it would seem. Right, before I get into it, because that was the channeled song I got today from good old Justin, Crimea River, and then there was the other one, I can't remember the group, but I'm going to play it anyway. Are You Sleeping? You better wake up. It's too late. Looking, go on YouTube, you know what's coming next. Good old Tories posted a video. A secret society of men have been stalking a divine feminine, but there is a man in the group or aware of the group who is interested in building a life with the divine feminine. Be aware of lovers entering or re-entering your life to set you up. Black Widow and Jezebel energies. Hello YouTube. I'm so sorry I've done it again. Hello YouTube, I'm Divina. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. I would love to have you to the Divine Soul Tribe. Comment as well. I'd like to know what you're thinking of what I'm posting. I do swear from time to time. I am charging myself for that. I have a little swear jar. I do get a little bit passionate from time to time. I will warn you, this is going to get passionate because of what's going on in the collective. Right, I'm going to get into it. So, welcome. If you do want a personal reading, a private reading, I'm available for those. Email address, my only email address is in the description box below. I do not reach out in comments. If it is not highlighted, it is not me. Okay, Facebookers, you know the drill. Inbox me, get at me. So I'm going to get into it. It's funny, you know, that she posted this, and I've come across it, and I say this because, sorry, because I was doing a private reading earlier, and I was using my cards because, you know, they're mostly messages from your divine masculine, but there are, you know, some black magic stuff and that in there. But that didn't really seem to be applicable. I was pre-shuffling the cards and occult members and activities came out. I was like, no, let me just take those out because that's not applicable. Apparently it is. Maybe it wasn't applicable for that. 3:33 on the clock. Number of the ascended masters. Are we ascended? Have we mastered our knowledge and wisdoms? I really sincerely hope so, because I don't want to see it. I don't want it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. No, they can't do that to me. I told you, guys, before, I've had agents sent to me. They're not really hard to spot either, to be perfectly honest with you. Anyway, I'm going to get into it about Crimea River, but I am going to use my cards. See what comes up. And then a little bit later on, we're going to go to Carmerville because we're going to see what's going on over there. Because we know for a little while now, funnily enough, that 33rd degree Mason's been concerned. Because this is a secret society of men that have been stalking a divine feminine. It's funny because I watched one of her videos the other day, and she said, I'm tired of it. I am tired of reading this stuff over and over again. It is getting boring. stop, won't stop. No, we're not having that. Anyway, let's get Cry Me a River on from our good old Justin C, because that's where we're going. And then the other channeled song was Are You Sleeping, which is like a garage song. You better wake up. You better wake up, boy. So, straight up, Cry Me a River, top of the shop. And then we'll see what comes up. You told me you love me, why did you leave me all alone? Look, so we're going to get that going. Because like I said, you guys out here, you've done enough. You've had enough of these muggy little narcissists that you've been dealing with. You're tired. You're ready for new. But like I said yesterday, you know, they have been dealing with addictions. They've been, you know, gotten into temptation. So they, you know, cannot make it up. I just split the deck. Dark creatures trying to steal your divine inheritance. And I'm truly sorry at the bottom. So for some of you, not all of you, so don't try to make it fit. You took a chance, made other plans, but I bet you didn't think that they would come crashing down. I'm insecure and your unconditional love is helping me believe in myself. I don't care. I don't know about you guys. Well, this isn't for me really. But this doesn't mean I'm not exempt from this. Dark creatures. Because the thing is, they don't have to come in. They can't. But it doesn't have to be somebody. It doesn't have to be somebody trying to be your romantic partner. That could be friends. New people coming into your life, trying to act like they're your friends. Could be co-workers. I told you, this is the thing. You're a true divine being. You're a true divine chosen one. You will have people coming at you from all particular areas of life. Work, home, personal life. You know, told you, even the local shopkeeper could be in on it. Listen, go and watch The Good Place. Go and watch Truman Show. Go and watch it. You make me nervous. You should be making people nervous out there, Divine Soul Tribe, because your gifts, your powers should be going through the roof right now, despite what these clowns are out in the woods doing. I think that might well be enough. I shouldn't have said those mean things. I've never felt this way before. It's almost a full moon. I knew it wouldn't take long. Dark creatures trying to steal your divine inheritance. You're taking the mick. Moon magic. Told ya. They're out there in the woods doing the most, having a meet, which is a meeting. Those of you that don't know what that is, it's a meeting that dark creatures have in the woods. Well, I guess the damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. That's you lot. You've had enough. In the next 7 days, expect some form of communication in the next 7 days, or some significant changes. Look, we're going back to this now. You make them nervous, but they're a freaking liar. Well, they have been. Anyway. Oh, this keeps showing itself, so I suppose I better show it. I'm ready to give you what you deserve now. Do you still want me? We'll soon find out, won't we, guys? I'm going to put these two to the side and we'll do a whole separate reading for that. 10:10 on the clock. I'm insecure. Your unconditional love is helping me become a better person. It's helping me believe in myself. They're truly sorry and you make them nervous. I don't even know what cards to use because this is getting to the stage now where it's like null and void. Because the next song is Are You Sleeping? Because that's the thing. They fell asleep on the connection. They didn't fall asleep on their desires, the temptations that were floated in their face, the lessons from the devil that they were presented with, their glittery little lessons. Let's get this deck out. Look, yin yang at the bottom. Don't let it fool you though. Like I had this conversation earlier, just because somebody is presented to you as your counterpart doesn't mean you have to be with them. No, it doesn't. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people out here in the trenches, in the community, make. This is my counterpart supposed to be with them? No. You're supposed to learn lessons from them first and foremost. If your ancestors and God said it's a go, then you'll be presented with that person in divine energy. If they're still coming to you in their distorted devil playing energy, they get left. They were nothing but a karmic lesson. Oh, no. Because listen to me, and you listen to me good. I'm talking from experience. I was presented with somebody that I believe to be my true divine counterpart. And I keep telling you this, all the signs were there. If I wasn't presented with this person the way that I was presented with them, I wouldn't have done the work. After about 18 months, I said, I can't, no. Off your pop, love and light, wish you all the best. Yeah, because I had things to do. I had to work on myself. Not worry about, whether this is going to happen, whether that's going to... I got to that point where I didn't care anymore. Not that I didn't care about him, because, I'd still hold space. He's a lovely guy and all the rest of it, but not for me. And I was happy with that. I was good with that. I made peace with that. Are you garbage? Finish typing it in. Are you sleeping? So, no, not everybody is going to be brought to you. That everybody that's brought to you is actually your true divine counterpart. Yeah? There'll be a counterpart of some description, reason, a season, or a lifetime. If you needed to learn lessons from that person, then you'll learn lessons from that person. Every counterpart that's sent in your direction in the first instance is going to be karmic, because there are lessons to be learned. It's really that simple. I can't remember who sings it. Are you sleeping? It's too much. This whole ish about secret societies, cults, it's getting too much. And I told you this the other day. I can't keep going over to these dark corners, because it's no, I don't know what that is. So, sorry guys. Garage. Yeah, there we go. Indo, that's it. Hey, Billy. Right, here we going. Here we go. Freaking adverts. I refuse to pay. Right, so I'm insecure. Your unconditional love is helping me believe in myself. Look, strategy. Constantly plotting and planning how to get back to you. They've done the most. That's why they're truly sorry. But as we know, they're liars and narcissists. Can't make it up. Now, people, Divine Soul Tribe, 15:55 on the clock. Big changes coming, and that's a big change number for relationships as well. Because I remember when I first met that counterpart all them years ago. I remember I went to the shop to go buy some stuff, and that was the total of my stuff at the shop at the till. And I was like, you couldn't do that if you tried. And then I looked up the numbers because that's what I do. Morning and night. You better wake up. Right, I'm going to let that play and see where it takes us. Right, that means big changes are coming. Truly sorry. Well, we'll see, won't we? But they're planning on taking action. But like Mystic Tory just said, people, men, for divine feminines, from secret society. And actually, do you know what? All right, she might be picking up on men, but don't get it twisted, you know. If any men are out there in their divine feminine energy, which just means receptive, right? It means you're abundant and you're receptive. Them Jezebel spirits, Black Widow spirits are going to come running through up into your backside too. And like I keep telling you, that is not how the devil's going to come looking. Kim Kardashian, oh, she's fiction. She's a fucking dark witch. She's a creature. In fact, most of the celebrities you guys bash one out to are men. Anyway. I'm getting tired of it. I'm actually getting tired of it. Why don't this lot, these bunch of clowns, keep playing with the demons that they so like to play with? Leave us divine beings alone. This is the joke, though. Most of them had their chances and they messed it up because of their insecurities and because they couldn't handle true divine energy because they're weak. Because they can't control you. This was caught up from a reading that I did earlier. King of Swords. So, could be an air sign, but I don't really deal with the air, with the zodiac signs when it comes to the readings because the signs are irrelevant. This one here, he does tell the truth, but he can also be the narcissist. He's the narcissist of the pack. You better wake up. That's you lot out here. Don't be getting it twisted. Oh, look, he's fit. Oh, no. And I'll tell they will come literally presenting themselves as everything you've ever wanted. Keep telling you this. You better check out your adjacent possibilities. I don't know what's going on here with this. Oh, that's a bit bright. Sorry, YouTube. No. Right. We're going to get into it because I'm not playing anymore. I'm insecure. Can't make it up. There's that sacral chakra again. Still got issues with sexual trauma. Go and deal with it. I'm tired of having the same conversation. Keep your sexual energy to yourself. Because you're about to walk through the door to personal healing and happiness. And I'm telling you now, these dark creatures, what I'm going to get into in a minute, They want to steal that from you, trying to steal your divine inheritance. It's right there, look. They're gonna, I can't even get my words out. They're gonna try to keep you stuck where you are. Because, right, I'm putting those to the side because it's distracting me now. It's getting on my nerves. Right, you make me nervous. I told you before, it's not about you being... I know you. Listen, I'm going to get into it. Right, this one here, right? I did this reading earlier. Listen, basically, the reading that I did earlier was like the reading that I did last night, right? The person needs to get into this energy of truth and honesty. That's the problem, yeah? Telling the truth. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. You lot need somebody that's a vibrational match for you. In this deck, the thinking man and the thinking woman, these two are like the king and the queen of swords. So the queen of swords is, she's snip snip. If you went right, you get left and she'll cut you out. She ain't got no two problems doing that. Sharpen the shears, Kill Bill out here. This one here, he likes to think about things before he makes his move, right? And that, he does it logically. It's not about emotions and all the rest of it. Right? And like I said before, the person that you are inquiring about or that you know, watching this reading for, they want to be in this energy, but they're overwhelmed right now. Because they can't get right in their base chakra. I've been telling you guys, right? And they're thinking, constantly thinking of ways, how can I come to my person? How can I apologise? What can I say to make them believe me? This is the thing. You divine feminines can't get nothing past you because you're on it. You're proper elevated into your high priestess energy, right? The person, like I said, we've had the strategy come up, constantly thinking. This was the thing. The reason that the deceit card came up, right, was really because this is what I was channeling. I love you. I can't get right without you. I just want to be with you. Can't we make it right? Can't we work on things? I'm going to try my best to be a better person. I'm working on this. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to do this, da 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 da. And the person that I was doing the reading for was like, they said all that before, a couple of times ago, when we got back together. I said, yeah. I said, the difference between now and then, that was all bullshit. Right? Not that they don't love you, not that they don't care, but it's distorted. It's on their terms. It's how they want it, when they want it. Talking crap is easy, but they mean it this time. So speaking their truth is hard. So get the tiptoe. Hi, how are you? How's things? What have you been doing? You're looking well. Because most of them are stalkers, as we know. Right? So they're keeping an eye on you. When's the right time to strike? And they're trying to present themselves in such a way. Because they ain't it. All out here in their heart space. Bust the heart chakra wide open. Which isn't something they're used to. Because normally that's guarded. But they got themselves all tied up in situations they had no business being in. Third party situations. Some of them went over to play with the devil. But we'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, they don't know what to say. And the thing is, here's the thing. This is what I said. What they want to say is all the stuff that they've said before to get back with you. When it wasn't really true. Because they just were saying whatever it was they thought you wanted to hear at the time to get their own way, to get back on in, so they could start to perpetrate their narcissistic nonsense again. In and out, back and forth, emotional manipulation. Let's coerce the love out of you to make them feel safe, and put you back in your insecure energy, feeling desperate for them and their love, when all along it was them desperate for your love. Because this is what we've established. Telepathic communication. This is why I've questioned in the past, have I ever really been in love? Because I'm a flipping empath, picking up on them. Well, yes, I have, because this I know. I know the difference between distorted love and divine love. And I know why these masculines go mental. Because divine, you ain't getting nothing like that. They will fight to their last breath to get another piece of that divine love, I promise you that. Right. But according to my cards, and this keeps coming out, this person that you're watching this for, or that you're thinking about, is your counterpart. And they want to come in and speak their truth. Now, like I've said to you before, you know your person's energy. If they're still pup chatting, left them over there. Be mindful of anybody coming back into your life that wasn't quite right. Because listen, I'll leave that alone for a minute. I'll get back into that in a minute. But I'll tell you this now, it's going to take your person's all their courage and their inner strength to come forward towards you. So are you going to have the compassion? You're going to be compassionate enough to hear them out? Like I said, any whiff of that normal nonsense that you used to get, leave them there. So I'm sorry, I can't. I'm going to off I go to process. But they've been out here working on their finances because they want to offer you everything. Tired of reading this one. Just another £500, just another £1,000. Like I said, this is the thing. A true divine feminine in their divine energy is an empress at it. At the very least, she's always in her Queen of Pentacles energy, abundant, nurturing, practical, doesn't need anybody coming in with this, because this is the thing. That's what she needs. That's what a divine feminine needs or wants, because she doesn't need anything. She is the man holding the coin. Right? That's what the divine feminine needs. True love. Not distorted, narcissistic, insecure coercion. Theft. It's what it is. And it's not even, it's the manipulation of it. They're desperately in love with you, but they won't have you believe that because they can't cope with it, right? They'll push it onto you. Anyway, they've stepped onto their journey now. And like I said yesterday, a lot of them are addicts, so they're trying to overcome their addictions, right? Because we did see that. Look, split the deck again, and they're about to take action. There you go. They're trying to get away from their attachment. That's working on their demons. Stage left if you don't like it. You know how it works round here now. Right? They're working on their confidence. Right, you make them nervous. There's the anxiety. They're worried. They want a victory. Right? They're taking action, right, to get away from those adjacent possibilities, because you are their sunshine. They don't want to be broken-hearted anymore. So this reading here is for you guys, right? Look, there you go. Broken heart and a man holding a heart. So your person is going to come with their heart on their sleeve, right? Because you got that. They don't want it to be broken anymore. They're walking away from all the things that held them back from you in the past. Do you trust them? Do you trust them to actually be honest with you? Use your discernment. You weren't upgraded with all the gifts that you've got to get caught out again. There's the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Your person, this person I'm reading for, wants to come on in and celebrate their love for you, with you. This is what they want to give you. Well, that's what they want to build with you. A happy home, happy ever after. And they've been working hard to come towards you, to make sure that they're stable enough to come towards you. Yeah, they see you as their true divine counterpart. And it's been nothing, look, can't make it up. It's been nothing but stressful for them, trying to get towards you, trying to let go of these burdens and these stresses that they've accumulated all throughout the separation, and even probably before the separation, what led up to the separation. They've accumulated quite a lot. Yeah? They want to come, and they know that they are your divine counterpart. They know. Well, they know that they are your counterpart. They are supposed to be your God-ordained spouse. And this is the Emperor, obviously. They want to come and match your energy because you're the divine feminine. Look, Ace of Cups. That's what they want to come and give you. Look, new beginnings, new relationships, new romance, love, happiness, joy, conception, fertility, pregnancy, celebrations. That's what I said. The Three of Cups was there, right? Now listen. If your person doesn't come in matching your energy, I promise you this, you will have a new beginning. You will have somebody sent in by God. It's funny, you know, I've been saying this for a while, and Cosmic Royal Family, she's done a video, I can't remember what it was called, right? Anyway, she was saying, your answer, you guys, my divine soul tribe that I'm reading for, that she reads for, well, obviously I'm part of her divine soul tribe if I'm following her. You've got royal divine blood, ancient royal divine blood, which keeps coming up anyway in the Magic Got the Tea deck. Yeah, you clean up bloodlines. That's your job. And your ancestors and your counterparts' ancestors come to an arrangement. You were supposed to be together. You had a job to do together, right? Now, your ancestors gonna trump their ancestors because you're held in high regard in the spiritual realm. If your person literally doesn't do what they're supposed to do and walk away from all the things that have held them back and left them spiritually, emotionally, and quite possibly physically and financially depleted, null and void. Because one way or another, that's what you're getting. A divine counterpart, a brand new beginning in love with somebody stable. Because, there you go, the angels are that is your divine team protecting you, right? Until somebody in this energy comes towards you, whether that's your person or not. If your person don't get it together in time, your people then go, no, sorry, access denied. I've told you this before, right? You are literally being protected by the angels, right? Behind the divine feminine, the Empress, is the Page of Cups. Love, comfort, kindness, intuition, a good idea, sense, psychic, somebody interested in learning about emotional issues. Maybe that's your person. At the very least, they know they need to come in and offer you an apology, and if they don't even so much as offer you that, they ain't for you. They ain't. Because that's what you're in line for, and that's what they want. They want to have that Ten of Pentacles with you, but they need to recover from what they have been experiencing, and they have to become emotionally intelligent. They have to, because the way they've been behaving is not good. Justice is coming. It's about to be served. That's the World card. Chaos and conflict, crossing. So that's them with the people them around them, but that's also them inside themselves. That's what's holding them back. How do I do it? Because they've done the absolute most in the past. And they've got karmic cycles that they need to close out before they can come anywhere near you, and it's going to take a lot of hard work. Yes, it is, because they've literally been, I don't want to say they've been confused, because that would imply they don't know what they're doing. They do. Because I'll tell you what, they worked very hard to keep you confused. That's why you're being protected by the angels, because they did the most. And until they, so even as much as reach that status, they won't be allowed to come anywhere near you. That's your divine team. They won't let them come anywhere near you until they've recovered from all the things that were haunting them in the past. Right? I tell you that now. That just landed in the reverse, and I'm going to read it in the reverse. Lack of enthusiasm, sadness, unrealistic expectations, ego, conceitedness, oppression, I'm not going to read them ones. Lack of enthusiasm. They're feeling the burdens of this. They're feeling the burdens of it, because they think it's hard, it's too long. Yeah, that's the hermit energy. They're having to go within. It's not easy. That's because of their insecurities. But if they're truly sorry, they'll find that strength within themselves to keep coming. They know you're their sunshine, and they're worried that you ain't going to have them back. But they're going to communicate with you, because they want to come on in and celebrate. They want to collaborate with you. But I told you, your divine team are protecting you right now, because the way these two cards were together, your angels are on it. Your ancestors are on it. They ain't going to let nobody come on in fake ass energy. This is my popcorn. It's going to get a little bit fiery tonight. Yeah. Keep your defences up. Don't lower your defences for a some of your guys, some of your people, it's going to come on in with some weak, lame, because look, the sun in the reverse, like, look, lack of enthusiasm, sadness. They're sad, upset, and they're upset, but they've done the most. They're in as my ex used to say, stewing in my own ish, basically. Yeah, you do that. They can't be claiming victim this, that, and the third. They're insecure. Yeah? That's not your fault that they don't want to work on their issues. You stand your ground. That's why you make them nervous, because you don't bend. Because you're the Queen of Wands out here. Good business sense, confidence, foresight, an attractive, magnetic, mature woman, a helpful friend who is well liked, a kind, loyal, generous, confident, and competitive woman who enjoys enterprise and the limelight, and also values her home and family life. So she's not afraid to be seen. She's not afraid to be heard. And she will be heard, and she will be seen, and she won't back down from nobody, because she's confident. Right. I'm going to get a little bit of the tarot on this, right? Because, actually, no. Let's get this love deck out. And then I'll be going over to Karmaville with the Kipper deck. Because the dark magic and the dark creatures is on it. They're on it. They're out in force. It's full moon, guys. Ooh, yeah. Split the deck. Deception and religious factors. This is more about your spiritual path. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual. Wow. I'm going to stop myself there and reel it back in, because these cults, these secret societies that aren't really that secret, because there's plenty of information out there if you go digging in the right places. They're not. They are religious. Satan is their god. They pray to Baphomet. They make sacrifices to Moloch and Baal. If it's just cats, squirrels and rabbits, you're lucky. Told ya. If you go to my Dark Corner series, they're in the woods with pregnant women, midwives and circles, doing sacrifices and all kinds of whatnot. But I'm not going to get into that on air, because obviously I'm recording for Facebook. Right. So, that stuff we will go into in the Dark Corner, because apparently I've got to go there again tonight. So, but the connection is part of your spiritual path, regardless of what religion you are. Somebody is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Yeah, them. They're trying to keep it all calm and collected, but they're worried that you're walking away. I'll take that. Right. Why this deception? Why are they sorry? They want your forgiveness. They want you to work on the relationship. They need to work on the relationship within themselves before that you can even make them kind of choices. And yes, it is good for you to forgive them so that you can have some peace of mind. It's not for them, but it doesn't mean you have to entertain working on the relationship with them. You can help them heal and support them from a distance, where it's safe, where they're not stealing your energy. Huh? Sometimes you're giving other people, sometimes you have to accept the apology you ain't never going to get. I've accepted plenty of apologies over the years that I know I'm never going to get. I don't really care whether I get the apology or not. I'm just not holding on to any ill will or bitterness or anything like that. What's the sense? It eats you up from the inside out. I've done far too much work on myself to allow somebody and their insecurities, their low self-esteem to affect my growth. That makes zero sense. Right? Here's some advice. Try to stay present, because you attract more love, romantic love, by enjoying this moment fully. Now, that's one. You can't make it up. That's at the bottom of the flipping deck. Look, this is the problem. They want to come on in and express how they feel, but they just don't know how to do it. 44:04 on the clock. Huh? They don't know how to do it. So we get the tiptoe. Hi, how are you? This is all they, because we had the fifth chakra come up. They want to come in and express how they feel. They want to work on the relationship with you, but they know they've done the most, because they have been deceptive over the months, years. You know, some of you, like I said, some of you have been dealing with this issue for years. But that's your business. There you go. They've been working on family issues. Now, some of them do have families in the background that they need to be dealing with. Some of those people in them families, those families might well be their religious groups, those societies that they're affiliated with. But some of them, this could well be just their actual family members. mothers, fathers, siblings, you know, aunties, uncles, that sort of thing. Because we know that they're from, you know, the generational curse breakers. Well, they're supposed to be. If they're your true divine counterpart, they should be generational curse breakers. Hence the reason why the Jezebel spirit and the Black Widow spirit's been sent out, attaching themselves to the generational curse breakers, in the hopes that you don't break these generational curses. Let your friends help you. Be mindful of your trust. There you go. There's that codependency. Now this has got one of two levels. Could be their drugs, but we know that they have been dealing with drug addictions. Could be the families that they've got in the background that are dependent on them for whatever reason, financially, or maybe it's a situation where they can't leave because they're dependent on the family setup that they're in. Because we have got that out here, but we know most of them are addicts, right? And they're trying to stay optimistic about their love life. I'm going to use this deck. Right, codependency and family. Justice for family situations. Can't make it up. Right, I just can't make this stuff up. Look, there's the Six of Cups. They definitely want to return to you. But have they healed their wounded inner child? This is the question. This is the question. Are they capable of giving you happy ever after? Are they capable of working with you, collaborating with you, instead of all these other people that they've been collaborating with? Are they? Justice and the Death card. Are they willing to transform? To go through their spiritual transitional period of time? To release all the wounds that have held them back, the childhood wounding? Are they willing to let go of those people that they were collaborating with? Walk away from these family situations, these toxic family situations, toxic religious groups? Are they? Have they chosen the right path? Are they sure their ships are going to come in? You are. Because regardless of what happens, you're getting this Ten of Pentacles. Yes, you are. They're out here trying to steal it. But you keep your defences up. This is not a time for you to be... this is not a time for you to be lowering your defences. Oh, my person's come back. It's a full moon. Watch their moon cycles. Cause I'm telling you now, I don't trust Nick. Anybody thought that they thinks that they could come by me around these kind of moons? So new moon, full moon, keep it skipping along, mate. Don't trust nobody. Right? You're going to get your Four of Wands. You're going to get a Mr. Stable or a Miss Stable. You're going to get someone that's honest, hard working. Not someone that's constantly stuck in their head thinking of ways, plotting and planning how to deceive you. That just jumped out and I know you see it. Just to be mindful. Do your spirit baths. Charge your crystals. Do your sage. Because they're going to come on in. I'm telling you now. Whoever's been out here doing these dark things behind your back towards you, it's going to all be revealed under this moon cycle, under this full moon. Trust your instincts. Don't get trapped in your head. Don't let anybody come on in and try to convince you otherwise. Because look, this one's a little gossip. As much of a little stalker as this one is, a little gossip as well. Trust. Trust the message, not the messenger. Don't watch the messenger. Be mindful of the message that you're getting. Because I'm telling you, yes, it might have you overthinking things. But don't worry about that. You've been working hard. 8-8. Yeah? You've done the hard work. Your abundance is coming regardless. Don't allow this chaos and conflict to knock you off your path, because that's what they're trying to do. right? Just the devil in the reverse. It's the end of all that. It's the release of bondage, the release of chains, being bound to this clown. You did that. You did the work. You're no longer under an illusion because you walk with God. You, the Empress out here. You're a spiritual badass. Paying for that. Getting too excited. You're a spiritual badass. Yeah? I better play again. You leveled up to the Empress. That's why this clown's in the reverse. Because you whooped his backside. Because you walked with God. You gave up anything that kept you tied and bound to this clown, and you ain't about to let anybody come in here trying to keep you under any kind of illusion to keep you trapped in your head, stuck awake all night because they're sending spiritual attacks to you. That's you. That is you right now. Yeah, look, in the reverse. Because you never gave up. You fought every single battle that you was presented with. Every little test, every battle, you never gave up. Because you knew what your end goal was. Because you walked with God. You chose your path. You walked your path. Yes, it might have been difficult from time to time. But you know what? You chose God. You chose yourself. And you kept it going. You completed them cycles. So, if you want to hear your person out, hear your person out. But just be mindful. Use your intuition. You didn't flip this clown on their head only to have a little clown come on in and knock you off your path. Catch you off guard. Always be in your high priestess energy and always be ready with your magic, with your spiritual gifts, like that. Don't let nobody come on in. Always be ready with the sword. Snip, snip. Yeah? Kill Bill. That's who this is. That's who should be on this card. Huh? Uma Thurman. That's who you should be at all times. Always ready. Snip. Don't trust your snip. Ain't anybody that even so much as gives you a whiff of this kind of energy. One's at the ready. Return to sender. Because that ain't for you. That's you at all times. Because they're going to come on in, giving you the sweetness and light. But you're going to have that strength and the courage. Do not let your pride and ego get in the way. Because it's going to take them all their strength and courage to come towards you. But they have to leave all their pride and ego at the door. Because it's not welcome round by you. That's why you're in this energy. Yeah. Because they've done the most. The Ten of Wands, they want to release all their burdens. You've let all yours go. But it's weighing heavy on them. Look. Even here, look, the moon cycles, look. It's weighing heavy on them. The way they feel about you, the way they truly feel about you, it's weighing heavy on them. Look. There's two stags in the background there. That's about spiritual. Listen, the deers and stags, they're about spiritual ascension. I told you, I don't know if I told you actually. I nearly run one over last year. Well, I say I nearly run one over. If I'd have hit it, it would have written my car off. Such a beautiful, majestic creature. But then the deer is my spirit animal. So if I see a stag, it's like a sign of my counterpart. Still waiting. Anyway. So look. Their spiritual journey, this is what I'm getting from this card, their spiritual journey has been a very tough burden for them to carry because of all the other things, look, even in there's a moon in that, right? It's the weight to bear. It's been a weight. They've had a lot of other responsibilities put on their back. Because look, they're in the distance, they're in the background, right? So it's not, everything's not been overly clear to them because they've been weighed down. This love has turned their world upside down. You literally can't make this up. You could go to another reader that does this sort of thing, like ends up, with some of these darker corners, and it'll be the same thing. It's always the freaking Queen of Cups. Emotionally 55-55. Emotionally manipulative. Fucking slag. Yeah? Out here doing the most. Putting these. Look. This is your person been left out by this one here. Yeah? But like I said, in this card, look, there's a deer there, right? In this card, I don't know if you can see. In this card, right? The divine are taking all these knives out of the back of this person that's been left for dead. And you've got the little deer in the background. Are you okay, man? I love this. You okay, man? Don't look so good out here. But that's all, quite possibly, because we know there's been a lot of spell work going on in the background. I'm not going to get into it. It's been nearly an hour and I need to go and do this dark corner. But that might well be the divine putting their hand in, lifting all of this spell work that's been perpetrated upon your person to keep them stuck in that, to keep them overwhelmed and distracted from their ascension. Yeah? Because the stag is obviously the masculine, right? And this is the doe. Like, are you okay, man? Are you doing all right? Well, it's a baby. So this could be representative of them becoming a spiritual infant, taking the necessary steps to start their journey to become that stag that they can't quite see over there because they're overwhelmed with all these burdens that were stuck in their back. By this one here. Anyway. Tower moment. They're going to have to go through that tower moment. Look, in this particular one, that's the masculine jumping at, that's the masculine, right? Jumping out of the tower. He's naked. He's got nothing left. Got nothing. Nothing. But they've had to have that realisation that they had nothing whilst under the illusion, under the spell, under these burdens and responsibilities perpetrated upon them by this one here, trying to manipulate them. It's not hard to manipulate a narcissist. You just got to play on their weaknesses. Most of them are addicts. Ain't hard. But then I suppose it depends what kind of energy you're coming from. If you've got a dark agenda, then it's going to be easy to catch these ones off guard because they're always going to think that they're winning because that's the mindset of a masculine, a narcissist. Anyway, so once they've gone through this tower moment, they're probably already going through the tower moment. Come on in for this victory with you, the divine feminine. But like I said in the other deck, the angels, your ancestors, your divine team are keeping you protected. They ain't about to let anybody come in any damn distorted energy. No. Chaos and conflict, that's all got to be dealt with before they can come anywhere near you. Presenting themselves more emotionally stable, because they have to be more emotionally stable before they come anywhere near you, because the divine won't let them nowhere near you. You've healed, you've grown, you've evolved. Yes, they've been emotionally manipulated by a Queen of Cups, but they know that they have to be emotionally mature if they can come anywhere near you and match your vibrational energy, because you've done the work. They need to do the same. And they've got to go within to get the answers that they seek. What's going to keep them? Look, judgment. It's It's about ascension. They've got to realise their mistakes. They've got to walk away from all the things that held them back. Addictions. That's what caught them off guard. Feeding their damn demons. But as we've seen, you whoop the devil, so let's have a look and see if they can do the same thing. Only time will tell. It's entirely up to you if you want to let them back into your life or not. Stay optimistic about your love life, because you know what you have been manifesting is worth waiting for. This is the angels. It's about divine timing, and you are going to get new love. Now, new love doesn't necessarily mean a new person, but then at the same time, I had this conversation earlier, that new person could be your person in new energy, stripped of their devil-like narcissistic program, which is the spirit of the devil. Maybe that's why the devil's out in reverse, because you beat the narcissist. You whip the devil out of their backside. Because you are the Queen of Wands, because you have that magic, because you command that kind of power. And they may well, because the thing is, if they beat their addictions, if they're actively working on beating their addictions, they're not going to be the person that you walked away from, any more than you're the person that walked away from them. You've grown and evolved, and if they're working on their addictions, they're growing and evolving. Like I said, you don't have to welcome them back with open arms. You can accept the apology and keep it moving. When? Now. It's always the same when it comes to these moon cycles. Now. So, are you open to this? Are you going to stay optimistic about your love life? Do you think it's been worth waiting for? The angel said it's been worth waiting for. Either way, you're getting this. Something new. Something that you deserve. They're worried that you don't love them anymore, but this is what they're coming in for. Are you going to trust your instincts? Are you going to trust your intuition? Are you? Right, guys, this is literally short and sweet because it's only an hour. But I'm going to go because I'm going to have to go over to the start corner because these cards keep calling me. So, thank you for joining me this evening. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so we're definitely going on over to Karmaville. I've got to go and do a dark corner right now, people. So, stay vigilant because we are actually in full moon energies right now. And they're out there doing the most. It's going to be midnight in a minute, so it's going to be the 5th. So, I'm going to love you and leave you. Right? So, till next time, stay divine.